In the vast darkness of space, far from any star, the Galactic Council gathered in their great hall. The hall was huge, made of shining black metal that absorbed all light. No windows showed the stars outside. Only glowing screens filled the walls. On those screens, different alien races appeared. Tall, thin beings with glowing eyes. Short, armored creatures with sharp claws. Floating jelly-like things that pulsed with colors. They were the rulers of the galaxy. For thousands of years, they decided who could travel, who could build ships, who could speak to other worlds. Their word was law. No one dared to break it. Today, they talked about one small blue planet called Earth. A young race called humans lived there. The council leader, a tall alien named Zorath with silver skin, spoke first. His voice was cold and deep. Humans grow too fast, he said. They send probes. They build stations. They mine asteroids without asking permission. Another council member, a red-scaled warrior named Krell, growled. They are primitives. Weak. Their ships are slow. Their weapons are toys. But a wise old alien, Lyra, who looked like a glowing cloud, shook her form. Do not underestimate them. They fight among themselves, yes. But when they unite, they become dangerous. Look at their history. Wars. Inventions. They never stop. The screens changed. Images of Earth appeared. Cities with bright lights. Rockets launching. People working in secret labs. Then, closer views. Hidden shipyards on the moon. Strange engines being tested in deep space. Humans were building something big. Something they hid from everyone. Zorath leaned forward. They ignore our old rules. We told them many times, no weapons in deep space. No colonies without approval. They pretend to listen, but they do not. Krell slammed his claw on the table. Enough talk. Send the warning. Make it final. Tell them to stop everything, or we destroy their world. Lyra hesitated. Destruction is extreme. They are young. Maybe talk first. But the others agreed with Krell. Zorath nodded slowly. Prepare the message. The final ultimatum. A technician alien typed on a glowing panel. The message formed quickly, to the people of Earth. This is the Galactic Council. You have broken our laws again and again. Your expansion stops now. Dismantle your secret fleets. Join our protection or face total annihilation. This is your last warning. No more chances. The message shot out like lightning across the stars. It reached Earth in minutes. On Earth, in a dark room under a mountain, human leaders watched the words appear on their big screens. 5 people sat around a metal table. General Mark Hayes, a strong man with gray hair and hard eyes. Dr. Elena Ruiz, smart and calm with quick hands. President Aisha Khan, looking tired but very determined. 2 others from different countries. They read the message in complete silence. Then General Hayes laughed. A short, hard laugh that echoed in the room. They think they can scare us like this? President Khan smiled a little, but her eyes stayed serious. They always did. But we knew this day would come long ago. Dr. Ruiz pushed her glasses up and spoke softly. We have been ready for years. Our project is almost complete. They have no idea. They looked at each other. No fear showed on their faces. Only fire and quiet strength. Outside that hidden room, the world went on as normal. People worked in offices. Children played in parks. Cars drove on busy roads. No one knew the message had arrived. No one knew the most powerful beings in the galaxy had just threatened their home with death. But in secret bases around the solar system, thousands of humans worked faster than ever. Welders sparked bright in dark hangars. Engines roared during secret tests. Huge ships grew bigger every day in hidden docks on asteroids and dark moons. Engineers whispered to each other, "Soon. Very soon now." Back in the council hall, Zorath stared at the screen showing Earth. "They will reply soon," he said with confidence. "They must beg for mercy." Krell smiled with his sharp teeth showing. "Or we burn their skies and end them." Lyra said nothing. She just watched. She felt something strange inside. A cold feeling, like the galaxy was about to change forever. No one spoke for a long time. The warning had been sent. The clock was ticking. Humans had one choice left: obey the council or fight back. And deep inside, every council member knew one truth: humans never obeyed easily. The shadow of the council hung over Earth like a heavy storm cloud. But inside that cloud, lightning was building fast. Humans were not afraid at all. They were angry. And when humans get truly angry, even the stars begin to tremble. Back in the council hall, silence hung heavy after the message was sent. Zorath kept his eyes on the main screen. It showed Earth as a small blue dot against black space. No reply came. Minutes turned into hours. The aliens waited. Krell paced back and forth, his claws clicking on the floor. "They are scared silent," he said with a sneer. "They know we can crush them." Lyra floated quietly. Her glowing form dimmed a little. She felt doubt growing inside her. "Or they are planning something," she whispered. Zorath ignored her. He pressed a button. "Send the warships. Show them we mean business." From hidden bases across the galaxy, Council battlecruisers woke up. Massive ships with glowing energy shields and long laser cannons. 50 of them jumped through space in a flash. They appeared near the edge of the solar system, close enough to see Earth clearly. Their leader, Admiral Vex, spoke over the Council link. "We are in position. Humans will see our power now." On the bridge of the flagship, screens lit up with scans of Earth. Small human stations. A few old ships orbiting. Nothing scary. Vex laughed. "Primitives. Send the second message. Make it loud." A new signal blasted toward Earth. "Final chance. Surrender your weapons and fleets. Open your world to Council control. Refuse and we attack. No mercy." The words appeared in every language on Earth screens, radios, phones. In cities, people stopped and stared. News channels broke in. "Alien threat confirmed." Reporters looked shocked. But in the underground command room, General Hayes watched calmly. President Khan folded her arms. "They brought ships. Good. Let them see." Dr. Ruiz checked her tablet. "Our scouts report 50 cruisers. Standard Council force. Nothing we did not expect." Hayes nodded. "Time to answer." He walked to a small console. Typed 3 letters. "No." The message shot back instantly. One word. Short. Clear. Defiant. On the Council side, Admiral Vex stared at the reply. "No. Just no." His crew laughed nervously. "They mock us." Vex growled. "Prepare weapons. Target their moon base first. Show them fear." But before he could give the order, alarms screamed across every Council ship. Red lights flashed. Sensors went wild. Incoming contacts. Thousands. Everywhere. Vex spun to the main viewer. What he saw made his scales turn pale. From behind asteroids, from dark sides of planets, from hidden folds in space, human ships appeared. Not tens. Not hundreds. Thousands. Massive, sleek warships with dark hulls that drank in light. Engines burned blue-white fire. Guns bigger than Council cruisers. They jumped in perfect formation. Wave after wave. The sky filled with them. Stars vanished behind the black wall of metal. The entire solar system seemed to darken. Admiral Vex whispered, "Impossible." On one human flagship, Captain Lena Voss stood on the bridge. Tall, calm, eyes like steel. She looked at the Council fleet on her screen. "Small now. Tiny." "They thought we were weak," she said quietly. "They were wrong." Her first officer smiled. "Fleet reports ready, Captain. All systems green." Voss nodded. "Hold position. Let them feel it." Back in the Council hall, chaos exploded. Screens showed the human armada. Numbers climbed fast. 10,000. 20,000. More. Zorath stood frozen. How did they build this?" Krell roared in anger. "Lies. Scans must be wrong." But Lyra's form pulsed red with fear. No. This is real. They hid it all. 4 years. Technicians shouted updates. Human ships use unknown drives. Weapons signatures off the charts. Shields stronger than ours. Zorath slammed his fist down. Attack. Destroy them. But deep down he knew. The warning was ignored. And now the stars themselves were swallowed by humanity's shadow. The Council fleet hung there, small and afraid, facing an ocean of human power. No one moved. No one fired yet. The galaxy held its breath. What would humans do next? The answer was coming. Fast. And it would change everything forever. Years before the final warning ever reached Earth, humans already knew the Council was watching. In quiet rooms far from cities, smart people sat together and talked in low voices. They looked at old reports. Alien ships flying close. Strange signals listening to radio waves. Probes hiding in the asteroid belt. General Mark Hayes was one of the first to say it out loud. They think we are children. They want to keep us small forever. That day, a secret meeting started everything. Leaders from many countries agreed on one thing: prepare in silence. Build power without showing it. The plan was simple but huge. Hide the real fleet. Make the world look weak on the outside. Show only old rockets and small stations. But deep inside, build something unstoppable. They started with money moved in secret. Billions went to hidden projects. No one asked questions. Factories appeared on the dark side of the moon. Big machines dug tunnels under craters. Workers lived there for months. No sunlight. Only bright lights and the hum of engines. On Mars, under red dust, huge hangars grew. Ships took shape piece by piece. Black hulls. Strong armor. Engines that burned hotter and faster than anything the Council had seen. Engineers tested new weapons in empty space. Laser beams that cut through rock like paper. Missiles that jumped light years in seconds. Shields that turned enemy fire into nothing. Every day, the fleet got bigger. But no one outside knew. Asteroids became secret docks. Small rocks turned into giant shipyards. Humans used fake companies to buy materials. They mined their own planets quietly. Iron, titanium, rare metals from deep space. Robots did most of the hard work. Humans only gave orders. Faster, they said. Stronger. In hidden labs on Earth, scientists created new AI. Smart minds that could think in battle. Learn fast. Fight without fear. They called it the Guardian System. It made every ship better. Faster decisions. Perfect aim. No panic. The Council scanned space many times. They saw only a few weak human ships. Old designs. Slow engines. They laughed. Primitives, they said. No threat. But that was the trick. The real ships stayed dark. Engines off. Hidden behind special cloaks that bent light. Sensors could not find them. Humans waited like hunters in tall grass. Captain Lena Voss was part of it from the start. Young then. Now she commanded the biggest flagship. She remembered the first test. A small hidden ship jumped out, fired once, then vanished. Perfect. No trace. They will never see us coming, she told her team. Years passed. More ships. More weapons. More people joined the secret. Families knew nothing. Friends asked questions. Where do you work? Answers were always the same. Government job. Boring. But inside, pride burned. They built not just ships. They built hope. Hope that one day, no one could threaten Earth again. Back to now. In the Council Hall, screens showed the massive human fleet. Numbers still climbing. Zorath stared in shock. Scan deeper, he ordered. Find where they came from. Technicians tried. Nothing. The ships were not there before, one said. They appeared from nowhere. Krell roared. Lies. They must have bases. But scans showed empty space. No shipyards. No factories. Only dust and rocks. Lyra's glow turned dark blue. They hid it all, she said slowly. For years. Right under our eyes. Admiral Vex on his flagship felt cold sweat. His scanners showed human ships everywhere. Perfect lines. No gaps. How many? He asked. The answer came back quiet. At least 30,000. Maybe more. Vex looked at his crew. Faces pale. We cannot fight this. In the human command ship, General Hayes watched from a safe distance. His voice was calm. They see it now. The plan worked. Dr. Ruiz smiled for the first time. Every warning they sent pushed us harder. Every rule they made, we broke in secret. President Khan nodded. We did not want war. But they forced our hand. On the bridge, Captain Voss gave orders. All ships hold fire. Let them sweat. The human fleet stayed still. A black wall across the stars. Silent. Powerful. Waiting. The Council had pushed too far. Now humanity showed its true face. Not weak. Not young. Ready. The galaxy would remember this moment. The moment the hidden plan became real. And the stars began to belong to someone new. The silence in space did not last long. Admiral Vex could not stand it anymore. His fleet sat there, small and still, facing the endless black wall of human ships. The stars were gone. Only the glow of engines and shields lit the void. Vex's claws dug into his command chair. We cannot wait like cowards, he growled. Test them. Send a strike group. See what they really have. He picked 10 fast cruisers. The best in his force. They were sleek, with strong shields and sharp laser arrays. Attack their front line, he ordered. Hit hard. Pull back fast. The 10 ships moved forward. Engines flared bright red. They charged straight at the human wall. On the human flagship, Captain Lena Voss watched them come. Her bridge was calm. Officers spoke in low voices. Numbers and data scrolled on screens. 10 enemy cruisers incoming, a lieutenant said. Speed increasing. Weapons charging. Voss smiled a little. Let them get close. Show them nothing yet. The human ships stayed still. No movement. No lights. Like statues of black metal. The Council cruisers closed the gap. 5 kilometers. 3. 1. Then they fired. Bright green lasers cut through space. Beams hit the front human ships. Shields flared blue-white. The hits did nothing. No damage. No explosion. Just sparks that faded fast. Vex stared in shock. Impossible. Our lasers should burn through that. The human ships finally moved. Not all. Just 3. They slid forward like shadows. Smooth. Silent. Then they answered. 1 beam from each. Thin, white-hot lines. The beams touched the Council cruisers. No warning. No chance to dodge. The first cruiser split in half. Metal melted like butter. The second exploded in a ball of fire. The third tried to turn. Too late. A human missile jumped out. It hit the engine core. Boom. Gone. In seconds, 10 became 7. Then 5. Then 0. The strike group was dust. Floating scrap in the dark. No human ship even took a scratch. Admiral Vex felt his heart pound hard. What was that? He whispered. His crew looked scared. One officer spoke with a shaking voice. Their weapons. They are not normal. Faster than light. Stronger than ours. Vex slammed the table. Send more. All of them. But before he could finish, the human fleet moved. Not the whole fleet. Just a small part. 50 ships. They broke formation like a wolf pack. Fast. Smart. They circled the Council ships. No chaos. Perfect order. Lasers fired in patterns. One after another. Shields on Council ships cracked. Then broke. Ships died fast. One by one. Vex watched in horror as his force shrank. 20 gone. 30. The human ships did not shout. No radio taunts. Just quiet death. Back in the Council hall, screens showed the battle. Zoratha's silver skin turned dull gray. "They are too strong," he said. Krell roared. "Fight back! Use everything!" But Lyra floated closer to the screen. "Look at them," she said softly. "They move like they practiced this 1,000 times." She was right. Humans did not rush. They did not waste shots. Every move was planned. Every kill was clean. The Council cruisers tried to run. Some jumped away. Most did not make it. Human ships followed. Jumped after them. Caught them in deep space. Finished them. No escape. No mercy. On Earth, in the command room, General Hayes watched the same feed. His face was hard. "They started it," he said. "We finish it." President Khan nodded slowly. "Keep it controlled. No need to destroy them all yet." Dr. Ruiz checked reports. "Our losses? 0. There's over 100 ships already." Hayes smiled. "Good. Let them learn." Vex flagship was one of the last. Alarms screamed. "Shields at 10%. "We are done," a crew member said. Vex looked at the human ships around him. A wall of black. "Open a channel," he ordered. His voice shook a little. "Humans! We request talks." Static for a second. Then a calm voice answered. "Captain Voss. You warned us. We listened. Then we prepared. Now you want to talk." A pause. Too late for words. The channel closed. Vex felt cold. The human ships closed in. Guns charged. Bright white light filled his screen. In the hall, Zorath turned to the others. "This is not a fight. This is a lesson." Krell said nothing. For the first time, he looked afraid. The first clash was over. The Council lost. Badly. And the real battle had just started. In the Council hall, panic spread like fire. Screens showed the battle feeds in real time. Council ships exploding one after another. Human beams cutting through armor like knives through paper. No screams came from the human side. Only silence and perfect moves. Zorath stood with his hands tight behind his back. His silver skin looked dull now, almost gray. "This cannot be happening," he said in a low voice. Krell, the red-scaled warrior who always talked big, now paced fast. His claws clicked hard on the floor. "We are the Council. We rule the galaxy," he shouted. But his voice cracked at the end. Lyra floated near the biggest screen. Her glowing form pulsed weak and slow. Blue light turned to dark purple. "Fear. Pure fear. They are not fighting like us," she said quietly. "They fight like they know every move we make." Admiral Vex flagship was still alive, but barely. Shields flickered red. Engines smoked. Half his crew ran to escape pods. Vex stared at the human wall around him. Black ships everywhere. No gaps. No weakness. He opened a private link to the Council. "We need help," he said. His voice shook. "Send everything. All reserves. All allies." Zorath answered fast. "We are calling them now." Across the galaxy, messages flew out. To distant empires. To old friends of the Council. "Emergency. Earth humans rebel. Send ships. Now." Fleets answered. Hundreds more cruisers jumped toward the solar system. Big ones. Small ones. From every corner. They would arrive soon. Maybe in hours. The Council leaders watched the countdown. Hope returned a little. "We outnumber them still," Krell said. "When the reinforcements come, we crush them." But on the human side, Captain Lena Voss knew. Scouts had seen the incoming jumps. "More ships coming," her first officer reported. "At least 500. Voss nodded. No worry on her face. "Good. Let them come." She turned to the main viewer. The human fleet stayed calm. Engines idled low. Weapons ready but not firing yet. Voss pressed a button. Her voice went out on an open channel. Everyone could hear it, Council ships, the hall, even Earth. "Galactic Council," she said clearly. "You warned us many times. You said stop. You said join or die. We listened to every word. A short pause. Then we prepared. The words hung in space. Simple, cold, true. In the council hall, silence fell again. Zorath felt a chill run down his spine. Lyra's glow almost went out. They were never weak, she whispered. They waited. They built. While we watched their small ships and laughed. Krell stopped pacing. For the first time, he looked small. What do they want? He asked. No one answered. Because deep down they knew. Humans wanted freedom. No more rules. No more threats. And now they had the power to take it. Admiral Vex tried one last time. He opened the channel again. Humans. We can talk. Name your terms. Voss answered quick. Terms? You had terms. We said no. Now you feel what no means. The channel cut. Vex looked around his bridge. Crew members stared at him with wide eyes. Some cried silent tears. Others prayed to old gods. The human ships did not rush. They waited. Like a storm cloud ready to break. Vex felt something he never felt before. Real fear. Not anger. Not pride. Fear that crawled inside and stayed. They are monsters, he whispered. Not loud. But everyone heard. Back on Earth, in the underground room, General Hayes listened to Voss's words. A small smile touched his lips. They are learning, he said. President Khan looked at the screens. More council ships jumping in. They call for help, she said. Dr. Ruiz checked data. Our fleet is ready for them too. No problem. Hayes nodded. Let them bring more. The bigger they come, the harder they fall. In space, the first wave of reinforcements arrived. 500 ships. Bright shields. Strong guns. They formed a new line, facing the human black wall. Admiral Vex felt a spark of hope. Now we fight, he shouted. But even as he said it, he knew. The humans did not flinch. Their ships turned slowly. Guns charged. White light grew bright. The alien fear was real now. It spread from ship to ship. From admiral to crew. From the hull to the stars. The Council had pushed humanity too far. And humanity pushed back. Hard. The galaxy would never be the same. The new Council reinforcements arrived in a flash of light. 500 ships jumped into the solar system. They formed a bright line of shields and guns. Colors flashed across space, green, red, blue energy fields. Admiral Vex, still alive on his damaged flagship, felt a rush of hope. Now we have numbers, he shouted to his crew. Form up with them. Push forward. The fresh ships moved fast. They pushed past the broken remains of the First Fleet. Engines roared. Weapons charged to full power. In the council hall, Zorath watched the screens. This is it, he said. We end them here. Krell nodded hard. Crush the humans. Show the galaxy who rules. Even Lyra's glow brightened a little. Maybe the tide could turn. On the human flagship, Captain Lena Voss saw the new arrivals. Her officers reported quickly. 500 enemy ships. Mixed classes. Heavy cruisers in front. Voss stayed calm. They brought friends. Good. We need a real test. She turned to her tactical screen. The human fleet looked still. A black ocean against the colorful council line. But inside, plans moved fast. Activate Phase 2, Voss ordered. Fake signals. Split formations. Draw them in. The human ships did not charge. Instead, small groups broke away. 20 here. 30 there. They moved like bait. Slow. Easy targets. The council took it. Admiral Vex saw the gaps. They are weak. Scattered. Attack the small groups first. The council fleet surged forward. Heavy cruisers led the way. Lasers fired in wide arcs. Missiles launched in clouds. They aimed at the small human packs. The humans did not run far. They dodged just enough. Shields took hits. Some sparked. But no ships died. Then the trick showed. The small groups were not weak. They were lures. As the Council ships closed in, hidden human forces jumped from the sides. Fast destroyers appeared from nowhere. They hit the Council flanks hard. Beams sliced through engines. Missiles punched holes in armor. Council ships exploded in bright flashes. One heavy cruiser lost its bridge in seconds. Another spun out of control, trailing fire. Admiral Vex shouted orders. Regroup. Focus fire. But the humans moved too fast. They used smart jumps, short blinks through space. 1 second here, next second behind. Council sensors could not keep up. They are everywhere, a crew member yelled. Vex tried to pull back. Too late. Human ships circled his main force. Like wolves around a wounded animal. Lasers cut. Shields cracked. One by one, Council ships went dark. The bright line started to break. Gaps appeared. Fear spread again. Crews on Council bridges looked at each other. We are losing, one said quietly. In the Council hall, screens turned red with warnings. Losses climbed fast. 200 gone. 300. Zoratha's voice rose. How? They were scattered. Lyra answered soft but clear. It was a trap. They wanted us to chase. We fell for it. Krell slammed his fist so hard the table cracked. Cowards. Hiding and tricking. But even he knew. Tricks or not, humans won every move. Captain Voss watched from her bridge. They are breaking, she said. Push now. But slow. Let them feel every loss. The human fleet advanced as one. No rush. Steady pressure. Guns fired in rhythm. Like a heartbeat of death. Council ships tried last stands. Some fired everything they had. Beams hit human shields. A few human ships took real damage. Armor scorched, engines hurt. But none fell. The Guardian AI fixed problems fast. Ships healed themselves in battle. Humans did not panic. They just kept coming. Admiral Vex's ship shook from hits. Alarms screamed. Shields failing. Engines at 30%. Vex looked at the human wall closing in. No anger left. Only cold truth. He opened the channel one more time. His voice was rough. Humans, stop. We beg you. We will talk. We will leave your system. Please. The answer came quick. Voss's voice, calm as ever. You wanted control. You threatened our home. Now you beg. A short pause. Too late. The channel closed. Vex closed his eyes. His ship fired one last desperate volley. It did nothing. A human beam answered. It cut clean through the flagship. Fire bloomed. The Admiral's ship broke apart in silence. The turning point was here. The Council reinforcements crumbled. Ships ran or died. The bright line shattered. Only scattered groups left. Humans did not chase every one. They held position. Dominant. Unbroken. In the hall, Zorath sat down slowly. We lost the battle, he said. Krell said nothing. Lyra's glow went almost black. The galaxy watched. The mighty Council, feared for ages, now ran from a young race. The turning point had come. And humanity stood on top. The battle space looked like a graveyard now. Broken Council ships floated everywhere. Twisted metal. Dead engines. Flickering lights dying slow. The human fleet stayed perfect. Black hulls clean. Formations tight. No chaos. No rush. Captain Lena Voss stood on her bridge. She looked at the main viewer. Scattered Council ships tried to regroup. A few hundred left from the big wave. They huddled together. Shields weak. Guns low on power. Voss spoke soft. They still think they can win. Her first officer nodded. They do not know yet. Not fully. Voss pressed a button. Activate Berserker mode. All ships. Now. Deep inside every human ship, something woke up. The Guardian AI. Years of secret work. Not just smart code. Something more. It mixed cold machine thinking with human fire. Anger. Will. Drive. When danger got high, the system changed. Ships got faster. Weapons hotter. Shields thicker. Pilots felt it too. A rush in their blood. Like battle fever but controlled. Perfect. No fear. Only focus. The AI linked every ship. They thought as one mind. One body. One purpose. On the Council side, the remaining admirals tried to rally. Form a sphere defense, one ordered. Concentrate fire on their center. Ships moved slow. Tired. Scared. Then human ships changed. Engines burned brighter. Blue fire turned white-hot. Speed doubled. Maybe more. They jumped short distances. Blinked in and out. 1 second far. Next second inside Council lines. No warning. No pattern the aliens could read. A Council cruiser fired everything it had. Beams hit nothing. The human ship was already gone. Then it appeared behind. One shot. Clean. The cruiser split open. Fire bloomed silent in vacuum. Admiral Torv, one of the last big names, watched from his heavy battleship. "What is this?" he whispered. His sensors screamed errors. Human ships, accelerating beyond limits. Weapons output triple normal. His weapons officer shook. "Sir, they're AI. It learns. Every shot we miss, they get better." Torv felt sick. "We never faced this. Never." He gave the order. "Full assault. Ram if you must." The Council ships charged. Desperate. Like animals cornered. Humans did not meet them head-on. They danced. Small groups pulled enemies out of line. Then bigger groups hit the weak spots. One human destroyer took 10 hits. Shields dropped to 0. Armor burned. But it did not die. The Guardian kicked in harder. Repair nanites worked fast. Engines roared back. Guns fired stronger than before. The destroyer turned. Killed 3 Council ships in return. Then 4. The aliens saw it. "They heal," one screamed. "They get stronger when hurt." In the Council hall, the leaders watched in horror. Zoratha's voice broke. "This is not technology. This is something else." Lyra floated low. Her glow almost gone. "It is humanity. All of it. Their anger. Their never give up. Mixed with their machines." Krell stared at the screen. "No roar now. Just quiet. We created this," he said. "We pushed them. And they became monsters." The screens showed more losses. Council ships popped like bubbles. No chance to run. Human ships blocked every jump path. Smart. Ruthless. Perfect. Captain Voss felt the berserker link in her own mind. A low hum. Strength. Clarity. She spoke to the fleet. "They threatened our homes. Our children. Our future. Remember why we built this." Every human ship answered the same. Not words. Just action. They pushed harder. A Council battleship tried a last big shot. A planet-killer beam. It fired. The beam traveled slow compared to human speed. A human carrier jumped in front. Shields took the hit. Glowed bright. Then pushed it back somehow. Reflected part of it. The beam hit the Council ship instead. Explosion. Gone. The remaining Council forces broke. No more orders. Ships scattered. Some tried to surrender. White flags on radio. "We yield. We yield." Others ran blind. Jumped anywhere. Most failed. Human ships followed. Caught them. Ended them. No hate in it. Just finish. Clean. Final. General Hayes watched from Earth. His face hard but eyes calm. "They see it now," he said. "The true power. Not just ships. Not just guns. Us." President Khan nodded. "We did not want to be monsters. But we will not be slaves." Dr. Ruiz looked at the data. Berserker mode holding. Losses minimal. Theirs almost total. In space, the last Council Admiral broadcast wide. His voice cracked. "Humans, please. Mercy. Voss answered one last time. You showed none. Now learn what none feels like. The channel closed. The final ships died quiet. The battle was over. The council broken. Humanity stood. Stronger. Unchanged. The true power revealed. And the stars trembled at what they had woken. Space turned black. Not the normal black of empty void. This was thicker. Heavier. The human fleet had spread out. Thousands of ships moved into perfect position. They formed a giant dome over the solar system. Every gap filled. Every angle covered. Engines idled low. No bright flares now. Just a soft, cold blue glow from thousands of hulls. The stars vanished. One by one. Then all at once. No light from distant suns. No twinkling points. Only darkness. The council ships still alive floated inside this black shell. Trapped. Like fish in a net made of night. Admiral Torv was gone. His battleship dust. Now a new voice led what remained. Commodore Arwale, young for his rank. His cruiser shook from earlier hits. Shields at 5%. He stared at his main screen. Nothing but human ships. Endless rows. They blocked the stars, he said. His voice cracked. Crew members looked up. Faces pale under red emergency lights. One whispered, "No way out." Arwale tried to stay strong. "Jump blind. Anywhere. We must escape." Engineers shook heads. Jump drives locked by interference. Their field, it jams everything. The human ships had turned on a special system. A wide net of energy waves. It scrambled jumps. No escape. No retreat. Only stay and face what came. In the council hall, the leaders felt the darkness too. Screens showed the same view. Stars gone. Replaced by black metal and faint blue light. Zorath sat heavy in his chair. "They did it," he said slow. "They swallowed the heavens." Krell stood silent. No anger left. Just empty eyes. Lyra floated low to the floor. Her glow a tiny flicker. "We see nothing now," she said. "They made the galaxy blind. To remind us." The hall felt cold. No one spoke for long minutes. Only the hum of failing systems. Outside, council ships tried small moves. Lasers fired weak. Missiles launched slow. All missed or bounced off human shields. Humans did not fire back yet. They waited. Let the fear grow. Captain Lena Voss watched from her bridge. The dome was complete. Her fleet held it tight. "Dark sky protocol active," she reported. "All stars occluded." Her voice calm. No joy. No hate. Just fact. A junior officer asked quiet, "Captain, are we going to end them all?" Voss looked at him. "Not yet. Let them feel trapped first. Let them understand." She opened a wide channel. Her words reached every council ship. Every hull. Every ear. "You wanted to control our sky," she said. "You threatened our light. Now look. Your sky is ours. No stars for you. No hope. No path home." The words echoed in silence. No reply came. Only fear. Commodore Arwale tried one last push. "All ships, ram the nearest human vessel. If we die, take some with us." A few answered. Brave ones. Or desperate. Small groups charged. Engines burned bright for the last time. They flew straight at the black wall. Human ships did not move much. Just shifted. Small adjustments. Then answered. Precise beams. Not wild. Not angry. Surgical. One ram ship after another died fast. Cut in half. Exploded quiet. No big show. Just gone. The rest stopped. No more charges. They drifted. Waiting for the end. On Earth, General Hayes looked at live feeds. The planet below still had sun. Normal day. People walked streets. Kids played. But up here, darkness ruled. "They feel it now," he said. President Khan stood beside him. "The dark sky. Our message. Dr. Ruiz checked numbers. Their morale broken. Surrender signals from 40% of remaining ships. Hayes nodded. Good. We do not need to kill them all. We need them to remember. Back in space, a council cruiser opened a channel. White flag symbol. Voice old and tired. Humans, we surrender. Take our ships. Take our weapons. Just let us see the stars again. Voss listened. No smile. You see what happens when you push too far, she said. You wanted power over us. Now power is ours. She gave one order. Open a small window. Let them see light. Just enough. Part of the dome shifted. A thin crack. Starlight slipped through. Weak. Pale. But real. The trapped ships saw it. Some crews cried. Others stared silent. The dark sky stayed mostly closed. A reminder. Humans could close it forever if they wanted. The Council learned the hard way. Threaten humanity, and the stars themselves turn against you. The blackness pressed in. Heavy. Final. No one in the galaxy would forget this day. The day the sky went dark. And humanity held the switch. The dark sky held firm. Only a thin crack of starlight remained open, like a small door in a prison wall. Inside that black dome, the last council ships drifted. No more charges. No more desperate shots. Engines cold. Weapons silent. Commodore RYL's cruiser floated near the center. His bridge lights dimmed to save power. Crews sat quiet. Some stared at empty screens. Others closed their eyes. Waiting. RYL opened a final channel. His voice came out rough and broken. Humans, we surrender. Fully. Unconditionally. Take our ships. Take our technology. Take whatever you want. Just end this. The words hung in the void. No anger. No pride. Only defeat. Captain Lena Voss listened on her bridge. The human fleet stayed still. A wall of black metal. She did not answer right away. Let the silence press on them. Let them feel every second of their mistake. Then she spoke. Clear. Come. You came to our home. You threatened our people. You said die if we do not obey. Now you ask for mercy. A pause. We heard you. We will decide your fate. The channel stayed open. No quick yes. No quick no. Just waiting. The council ships waited too. No one moved. No one dared. In the council hall far away, the leaders watched the feed. Zorath leaned forward. His silver skin looked thin now. Almost transparent. They will kill us all, he said low. Krell shook his head slow. No. They want something else. Look at them. They are not rushing. Lyra floated closer to the screen. Her tiny glow flickered back a little. They let some live. They want witnesses. They want the galaxy to know what happens when you threaten Earth. The hall felt smaller. The air heavy. For the first time in thousands of years, the mighty council had no power. No control. Only hope that the humans would show mercy. Voss gave orders quiet. Select targets. The ones still armed. The ones trying to hide weapons. End them. Human ships moved. Small groups. Precise. Beams fired short and clean. Not wild destruction. Just surgical. A council frigate tried to raise shields at the last second. Too late. Beam cut through. Ship split. Fire bloomed then died fast. Another cruiser powered engines for a run. Human missile found it first. Gone. One after another. The ships that refused surrender vanished. Quiet. Efficient. No speeches. No cheers from humans. Just work done. The rest lowered weapons. Opened bays. Sent data packets. Full schematics. Codes. Secrets. Everything the Council once guarded. Human ships accepted it all. Scanned. Verified. No tricks. No bombs hidden. Commodore Arwell's ship stayed last. He stood on his bridge alone now. Most crew in escape pods already. We give you everything, he said again. Please, let us go home. Voss answered this time. Home? You wanted to take ours. But we are not you. She paused. Escape pods only. 1 per 10 crew. The rest stay. Your leaders will answer for this. Pods launched slow. Small lights drifting toward the crack in the dome. Human ships watched. Did not fire. Let them pass. But the big ships stayed trapped. Hulks now. Empty. Waiting for salvage or scrap. In the hall, Zorath stood up. We must go too, he said. Before they close the door forever. Krell nodded once. Lyra dimmed again. They moved to their own escape craft. Small. Hidden. They slipped away through back channels. The galaxy still had secret paths. For now. As the last pods cleared the dome, Voss gave one order. Close the sky. The black wall sealed tight again. Stars gone once more. But this time, no one left inside to see it. The trapped ships floated dark. Silent tombs. The Council fleet ended there. Not with a big explosion. Not with a final battle cry. Just quiet. Final. Gone. On Earth, General Hayes watched the feed end. It is over, he said. President Khan exhaled slow. The Council as we knew it, finished. Dr. Ruiz closed her tablet. Galaxy will hear soon. Ships already broadcasting the truth. No lies. No spin. Just facts. Hayes looked up at the ceiling. Imagined the stars above. They will learn. Never threaten humanity again. Or the sky turns dark for them too. In deep space, the human fleet held position. No celebration yet. Just readiness. The end of the Council came not from hate, but from strength. From preparation. From refusing to bow. The old rulers fell. Witnesses escaped to tell the tale. And the galaxy listened. Quiet. Afraid. Changed forever. The black dome opened slowly. Not all at once. A thin line first. Then wider. Starlight poured in like water after a long drought. One by one, the stars returned. Bright points against the dark. The human fleet did not stay spread out. Ships pulled back in perfect order. Engines cooled. Weapons powered down. The sky cleared. No more shadow. No more threat. Just the quiet beauty of space as it always was. But something had changed forever. The galaxy knew it now. The Council was gone. Humanity stood tall. On Earth, the underground command room felt different. Lights brighter. Air lighter. General Mark Hayes stood with his arms crossed. He looked at the main screen. Live feed from space. Human ships returning to stations. Some docked on the moon. Others orbited Mars. No cheers echoed yet. Just quiet nods. President Aisha Khan stepped forward. She touched the screen. We did it, she said soft. Her voice carried pride. Dr. Elena Ruiz smiled for the first time in days. No losses we could not fix. Fleet intact. Earth safe. Hayes turned to them. This was not about winning a war. It was about making sure no one tries again. They all knew. The message sent far and wide. Broadcast on every frequency. No secrets. No lies. Just truth. Captain Lena Voss stood on her flagship bridge. The ship now moved slow toward home orbit. Crew relaxed a little. Some smiled. Others stared out at the stars. Voss looked at the viewer. Earth below. Blue and green. Home. She spoke to the fleet wide. We ignored their final warning. We built in silence. We fought when we had to. Now the stars shine again because we made them shine for us. No big speech. No drama. Just facts. Her words reached every human ship. Every pilot. Every engineer. Pride filled the channels. Not loud. Deep. Quiet. Real. In distant parts of the galaxy, the news spread fast. Escape pods from the Council arrived at old bases. Leaders like Zorath, Krell, and Lyra stepped out weak and broken. They told the story. No exaggeration. No hiding. Humans did not destroy us all, Zorith said in one meeting. They let witnesses live. To tell you, never threaten Earth again. Other races listened. Old empires, new ones, traders, explorers, all heard the same. A young race rose. Not with hate, with strength, with preparation, with will. The Council's fall became legend overnight. Ships avoided Earth space for a while. Respect grew. Fear too. But mostly respect. Back on the flagship, Voss walked to the observation deck. Alone. Stars filled the window. Endless. Beautiful. She thought about the years. The hidden factories. The secret tests. The nights with no sleep. All for this moment. A small smile touched her lips. We did not want to rule the galaxy, she whispered to the stars. We just wanted to be free. She turned away. Duty called. Reports. Repairs. Future plans. But the wait was gone. The threat ended. On Earth, streets filled with people. News played on every screen. The Council defeated. Humanity stands. No parades yet. No fireworks. But smiles appeared. Kids pointed at the sky. Our ships won. Parents hugged them. Yes, ours. In labs, scientists already planned next steps. Not war. Exploration. New colonies. Peaceful ones. Trade maybe. With those who respected boundaries. The galaxy opened wider now. Not ruled by fear, but by choice. General Hayes stepped outside for the first time in weeks. Sun on his face. Wind in his hair. He looked up. Stars invisible in daylight. But he knew they were there. This is just the start, he said to no one. President Khan joined him. A new era, she agreed. Not for conquest. For possibility. They stood quiet. The world moved on. Normal. But stronger. Safer. In space, the last human ship docked. Captain Voss gave one final order. Stand down. All ships. Home. Engines quieted. The fleet rested. The stars shone bright again. No darkness. No dome. Just light. Endless light. Humanity had ignored the final warning. They had prepared. They had fought. They had won. And in winning, they did not take the stars. They set them free. For everyone. But mostly for themselves. The galaxy would learn. Slowly. Carefully. Never threaten humanity again. Because when pushed too far, humanity does not break. It rises. And when it rises, even the stars bow. The end came not with fire, but with quiet strength. A new era began. Bright. Open. Unstoppable.